Hey everyone, the Nomad Analyst welcomes you. Today we are diving into one of the most eye opening books on financial literacy, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Grab a cup of coffee, kick back, and relax as we dive into this book summary. This book is more than just financial advice, it's a mindset shift, a journey into how the rich think differently from the poor and middle class. And trust me, once you see money the way the wealthy do, you'll never go back to the old way of thinking. Now let's get into it. Imagine this: you have two father figures in your life, both giving you financial advice, but their perspectives are completely opposite. One says, go to school, get good grades, find a safe job, and work hard until retirement. The other says, don't work for money, make money work for you. That's exactly what happened to Robert Kiyosaki. He grew up with two dads: his real dad, whom he calls Poor Dad, and his best friend's father, whom he calls Rich Dad. Poor Dad was highly educated, had a secure government job, and believed in job stability. But despite his intelligence, he struggled financially. Rich Dad barely finished school but owned multiple businesses and knew how to make money work for him. The result? Poor Dad spent his life working for money. Rich Dad built assets that worked for him. And that's where the journey begins. Let's break it down chapter by chapter. Chapter 1: The Rich Don't Work for Money. Picture this: you're a kid, and someone tells you that working hard for money isn't the key to wealth. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki. He and his friend Mike started working for Rich Dad at a small store. After a while, they realized they weren't getting paid much. Frustrated, they confronted Rich Dad, who smiled and said, now you understand what most people feel: trapped in the rat race. But the rich don't just work for money, they learn how to make money work for them. Lesson: don't just trade time for money. Look for ways to build income streams that pay you even when you're not working. Chapter 2: Why Teach Financial Literacy? Let me ask you something. What's the difference between an asset and a liability? If you said assets make you money, liabilities take money away, congratulations, you're already ahead of most people. Most of us were taught that buying a house is an investment, but Rich Dad flipped the script. If your house isn't generating income, it's not an asset, it's a liability. Lesson: build assets, things like rental properties, stocks, and businesses that put money in your pocket. Chapter 3: Mind Your Own Business. Ever heard the phrase, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Well, this chapter is about making sure your job isn't your only basket. Most people work for someone else's dream. They build a company's business instead of their own. Rich Dad's advice: start minding your own business. That doesn't mean quitting your job overnight. It means slowly building investments, businesses, and side incomes until you're financially free. Chapter 4: The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. Did you know the rich pay fewer taxes than the middle class? Not because they're avoiding taxes illegally, but because they understand how the system works. Rich people own corporations, which allow them to earn money, spend money on business expenses, cars, travel, meals, and pay taxes on what's left. Meanwhile, employees work, pay taxes first, and live off what's left. Lesson: learn how taxes and corporations work. There are legal ways to reduce taxes and keep more of what you earn. Chapter 5: The Rich Invent Money. Imagine this. You see a real estate deal that nobody else notices. You buy it at a discount, fix it up, and sell it for a huge profit. That's what Kiyosaki calls inventing money. The rich don't just save money, they multiply it by spotting opportunities and taking calculated risks. Chapter 6: Work to Learn, Don't Work for Money. Most people choose a job based on salary, but what if instead you picked a job for the skills you'd gain? Kiyosaki did exactly that. He took a low pay sales job just to learn how to sell. Why? Because sales and communication skills are crucial in business and investing. Lesson: instead of asking, how much does this job pay? Ask, what skills will I learn? Chapter 7: Overcoming Obstacles. Even if you know how to make money, certain mental barriers can still hold you back. Here are 5 of them. 1. Fear. Most people are afraid of losing money, so they never invest. 2. Cynicism. They doubt opportunities and never take action. 3. Laziness. They say, I don't have time instead of making time. 4. Bad habits. They spend before they save instead of the other way around. 5. Arrogance. They think they know everything and refuse to learn. Lesson: conquer these fears and habits, and financial freedom is within reach. Chapter 8: Getting Started. By now, you're probably thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but where do I start? Here's what Kiyosaki suggests: find a strong reason why you want financial freedom. Your why is more important than the how. Start small, buy one asset at a time, surround yourself with people who are financially smart, keep learning, read, take courses, and practice investing. Analysis and key takeaways. So, we've covered a lot of ground in this book: two different mindsets, assets versus liabilities, how the rich avoid taxes, and the importance of financial education. But now, let's take a step back and ask, what does this book really teach us? It's not just about money, it's about mindset. The biggest lesson here isn't about getting rich quickly, it's about thinking differently. Most people believe that a good job, a steady paycheck, and saving money will make them financially secure. But the rich don't think that way. It challenges what we were taught about money. How many times have we been told, go to school, get good grades, and find a safe job? Buying a house is the best investment you can make. Saving money is the safest way to build wealth. Kiyosaki flips all of these ideas upside down. He shows us that relying on a job is risky. Your house isn't always an asset, and saving alone won't make you rich because inflation eats away at your money. It shows the power of financial education. Most schools don't teach us how money works. We learn math, history, and science, but no one teaches us about investing, taxes, or building passive income. It's motivational but lacks step by step strategies. This book is amazing for motivation, but it doesn't give a clear, detailed roadmap for investing. That's why it's important to read other books and take action on what you learn. Action steps. Here are 5 things you can start doing right now. 1. Shift your mindset. Stop thinking like an employee, start thinking like an investor. 2. Build your financial education. Read books, take courses, and watch videos. 3. Focus on buying assets, not liabilities. Invest in things that make you money. 4. Start small, but start now. Buy a stock, start a side hustle, or learn about real estate. 5. Surround yourself with like minded people. Who you learn from matters. At the end of the day, Rich Dad Poor Dad teaches us that financial freedom is a choice. The question is, which path will you choose? If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content on financial freedom. Until next time, stay smart, stay hungry, and start building your financial future today.